Welcome back to my channel. I'm the young and free retiree. I retired at the age of 38 after working all my life since 13 years old and never making more than $75,000 annually. Here on my channel, I want to not only bring you guys along for the ride as I navigate retirement in this journey, but to also share with you guys my ups and downs, the successes and failures, lessons learned, and so much more, so that when it's your turn to retire and you hit that golden part of your life, that you'll not only know what not to do, but also what to expect. In my 4 years of retirement, one thing that I've come to really enjoy and discover a passion that I have is for cruising. It really is a big part of my retirement. It helps that I lived in Florida, or I was currently living in Florida until I just recently moved, like just last week. And today I want to share with you guys the 5 reasons why I enjoy cruising so much. Because let's be real, I've been on how many cruises this year? I've been on 5 cruises so far, maybe 6. I think I'm going on my 6th. My next cruise is coming up on no, today's Wednesday. It's coming up on Friday. I have a 9 day. I just started cruising in 2023, you guys, and I absolutely enjoy it. It is my therapy. Everybody has their own things that they do. And for me, it really is cruising. And one thing about retirement, you have to have something that you are passionate about. Um, that gives you a reason to almost, be excited for, to look forward to tomorrow. Because in retirement, you have all the time to yourself to do whatever you choose when you want. There's nobody telling you what to do. You don't have a boss calling or anything of that nature. Now, your wife might be your boss, but outside of that, you don't have anyone bothering you for the most part. So today I want to share with you guys the 5 reasons why I absolutely am super passionate about cruising. So just to give you guys a heads up, I just started cruising in 2023. And then since then, I've been on 10 cruises, mostly with Margaritaville and Carnival. Now my 11th cruise is coming up in 2 days, where I head out on Carnival, and it's my first all adult cruise. So you know what that means? No kids. So I'm super excited. So I plan on sharing that with you guys, getting some uploads and figuring out how to navigate that piece of it too, to share and bring you guys along with me, so that you can experience cruising and show you the delights and wonderful sides of cruising. Now, before I get into it, I also want to let you guys know I'm currently here at the Centurion Lounge in Las Vegas because I'm traveling back from Cali. So you might hear some noise in the background, but just try to, overlook it and just stay focused on what's being said and discussed. And mainly about the carnival, the cruising, why I enjoy cruising so much. So, reason number 5 why I enjoy cruising so much is just because of the ease of it. It's so convenient to book a cruise. It takes less than like 30 minutes. Most cruises I've been on, you can board as early as 10:30 a.m. So what that means? That means you can get to your vacation and then start relaxing and enjoying yourself soon as you're in the area, soon as you're near the ship. Like with most traveling, you have to get a hotel. Then that means you have to set up, you have to wait to check in after like 3 most of the time, unless you pay some additional money to check in early. But you don't have to deal with that with the cruise. Once you're there, the party starts at 10:30. It's kicking in. People are there. The rooms might be, available a little bit later, depending on your membership with the cruise line. But food's ready. Most time, drop your bags and you just get to relaxing and enjoying yourself. And I love that about cruising. I don't have to wait. Like when you fly somewhere, you have to wait for the room. You have to carry your bag. You have to lug them around. And that's just a part of traveling. Something that I don't like. or lugging those bags around. So for cruising, you don't have to do that. Reason number four, the all-inclusive aspect of it. Don't get me wrong, I love all-inclusive resorts as well. Enjoy them to the fullest. But cruises offer that aspect of it too, the all-inclusivity of it, where you pay a price, and for the most part, everything's included. You have your food included for the most part, with the exception of some of the other restaurants, the upscale, where they charge you a la carte. You also, entertainment's included, where there's a lot of activity for you to partake in that you already paid for. Now, there are some things like bingo and was it deal or no deal, where they offer cash prizes. So for those, you have to pay additional money for. But when it comes to the entertainment piece, it's already included. The shows are incredible. 9 times 10, you don't have to really pay for too many extra shows. On other cruise lines outside of Carnival, I think they do have some that you can pay, but a multitude of that stuff is already included. So if you don't want to have to pay for extra stuff, you can still enjoy your cruise without paying any additional money. Additionally, your lodging is already included. You paid for your room. The room's already taken care of. You don't have to pay a separate fee for that either. The one thing that you do have to be mindful of is just tip. You just take care of your cabin steward. You can tip him at the end or as you go along. Me personally, I prefer to tip him at the end. Give him a certain amount of money per day or whatever you choose. Now, most of my cruises have typically averaged out to about 5 to 7 days every cruise. And with that being said, you got to think about it. You don't have to worry about ironing. You don't have to worry about washing dishes. You don't have to worry about just the monotony of doing the things that you would typically do day in and day out at home. You don't have to worry about cooking. So all that's taken care of, which means you get to enjoy so much more of your vacation. Not have to worry about that. Like even if you go to a hotel, you travel somewhere, though you may not have to worry about cleaning, you still gotta figure out where you're gonna eat at. Your restaurant, you have to go call an Uber. You gotta wait for transportation. And when you're on a cruise, it's a floating all-inclusive resort. You don't have to call no Uber. We're on water, baby. We ain't gotta worry about none of that. Now, sometimes we go to ports. If you want to involve yourself in excursions, you can. Me personally, I do not. Mainly because I'm frugal. Two, because usually I'm a solo cruiser, so therefore I'm mindful of my own security, and also I don't like to make my mom worry. Now, I don't do excursions for the most part unless I'm with a group of people that I probably got come to know and trust in the matter of those 3 to 4 days or however long I'm on the cruise with. And then I feel comfortable with them and I will venture out. Because I think I did that one time in Cozumel where I went to Mr. Sancho's for the first time. And it was with a group of people that were super friendly. I love them. It was awesome. It was an awesome time. When you don't have to worry about cleaning and doing all the extra stuff, the vacation just hits different. I don't care what anybody says. It does. Reason number three. And if you haven't picked up yet, I'm going from five to one. Number one is the main reason why. Now, number one, that's my close to heart right there. So number three is that Wi-Fi is not included. It's a separate cost. Now, I know some of you guys are out there thinking like, for someone so frugal, why do you like that about a cruise? That it's an additional cost. Well, I'm gonna tell you what. What that means is that everyone can be completely disconnected from what's going on land. All the stress, all the worry, all of that. You can be completely disconnected and fully immerse yourself and engage in the moment of your vacation. And also fully engage with other people. Because whenever you have technology, everyone's, constantly on their phone, they're facing their phone, they don't really even interact. Look at our kids. When you put them in a social setting, what do? Their phones are out, they don't even talk or engage with other kids. Adults do it too. They absolutely do. But on a cruise, when you don't have that Wi-Fi connection, people are so much more just free. And immersive to fully maximize the moment that they have right there in, with that time that they're with so many other people. And I love that. Because technology can be a completely, it can be an obstacle. It can be a distraction, which we all know that. And why do you need to be distracted during vacation? That's when you're supposed to be having fun, letting loose, enjoying yourself, smiling and loving life. And it's hard to do that when you're connected, you're worried about work. And that's what most people do. When they have Wi Fi or any type of connection, you may say you're not going to do it, but what happens is people will check in with work, they check work email and things of that nature just because it's your habit. I used to do it when I was in the military and I'll be on leave. I'll be checking my work email even though I'm completely on leave and someone else is taking care of it. It's just human nature. You can pay money to have the Wi Fi package and whatnot. Me personally, I do not because once again, that takes away from my experience of connecting with people, interacting with people, and fully immersing myself in the moment. Now I get it. Some people need it for school, and sometimes I used to do it too for school purposes. But usually, honestly, I wouldn't even pay extra money for it. What I would do is because I have my cell company, they would just offer allows a certain amount of data at certain ports. So for the most part, every other day I would have free data just because it was provided from my cell phone provider. So that worked out perfect for me. I didn't have to pay any extra money. Reason number two, why I enjoy cruising so much. Cruising can be so cheap to book. Cruising can not only be very easy to book, but it can also be very cheap to book. Now, don't get me wrong, it can be expensive too, but there are ways to book very cheaply for cruises. There's always some kind of deal going on by each and every cruise line that offers discounts and ways to save money when you book. Now, Margaritaville has this program called the Heroes Program, where they offer free cabins to their heroes. And the people that fall underneath that umbrella of considered heroes are your military, active duty, retired vets, all branches, your nurses, your teachers, your police officers, your firemen, and many other people. The only thing you really have to end up paying are the port fees and your gratuities. So I went on them twice. I love Margaritaville, especially the Islander. That's the one that leaves out of Tampa. It's incredible, and I love it. And I think they have another one coming out soon, another ship or something. So Margarita offers that, and Carnival typically offers deals every day. They're throwing deals at you left and right. If you sign up for them, they'll send you emails just like everyone else. They'll bombard you with the emails and so forth. Now, one way to get the cheap cruises, like what I get, is by being a casino player. And I'm not saying you have to go in there and just blow all your money. You don't have to even spend anything upwards of a comma that involves a comma. For me, I would go in there and budget typically on a cruise $200 to $300, win or lose, enjoy, have fun. Of course, you always gamble with what you can lose. Don't go in there and spend excess. Because keep in mind, this is retirement life. I'm on a fixed income, so I still budget in retirement. And what ends up happening though, once you play through the casino, they will send you offers and additional bonuses, so forth. So for me, one thing that I would always get were the last minute offers, which which for me were amazing. I would be offered cruises for like 5 days, 7 days, whatever, and they would be like $100, $200, and I would receive onboard credit, which is money that I could use for whatever purpose I wanted to, for the most part. They kind of stopped that, and they went a different direction now because I haven't received those offers since like June, I think. But when I did receive them, I was going all the time. And one of the things, the drawback to it is that you have to be able to take the cruise. Like the cruise leaves in like a week or 2 weeks or so when they send you the offer, and it's multiple offers. And if you can make it to the cruise, and to the port and you got time off, you can do it. And for me, it was a godsend. Retirement, no work, nothing but school. So every time I seen something pop up, I'll be packing my bags. Let's be real, my bag is always packed. I'm gonna just be real with y'all. I keep a bag packed. Ask my mama; she'll tell you. Her son keeps a bag packed for cruising. And y'all already know I'm an overpacker. Now, like I said, Carnival is done away. I don't receive the last minute cruise offers anymore, but now what I receive are things like transatlantic cruise offers. They just rebranded, categorize them as different things, but it's along the same lines. Like I think I just received the transatlantic cruise. That's about 15 days and it's 570 bucks per person. So anything under what is it, like 100 bucks a day, I consider that a great deal. If I pay 50 bucks per day amount of cruises, so like 15 days, if it's half of that, I'm with it. If there's a 6 day cruise and it only costs me 200 bucks, I'm all for it. Because when you think about it and you do the numbers on things for 5 or 7 days, think about how much money you're gonna spend on groceries, how much money you're gonna spend on gas, electricity bill, a portion of that if you prorate it. And I'm a numbers person. So I look at all of that. And if I can go on a cruise for $200 for 5 to 7 days at least, it's more money in my pockets. That's less money that I'm burning in my fixed income. And I love it. It's frugal living. All right, drum roll. Number one, reason why I love cruising is because of the social aspect of it. Love it. I absolutely love the social aspect of cruising. It's that interaction piece for me, y'all. I love meeting new people. I love being around people and engaging with them. I like learning where people are from. I like hearing people's walks and hearing about their stories and their triumphs, their failures. I enjoy that. I'm an extrovert, y'all. So I thrive on energy, social interaction, activity, noise, all that. And cruises check all those boxes for me and more. Now, don't get me wrong, I enjoy my peace and my moments of relaxation. But the social interaction aspect of a cruise is top tier. People just appear to be in a happier and a much more engaging mode when they're cruising. And I'm someone, I love smiling and I enjoy being around people that smile. It just brings a whole nother side element of happiness to me and fulfillment. And usually 99% of the people on the cruise are smiling. I love that. That is that can't be beat. Now don't get me wrong. You can go traveling and you can go somewhere. But usually when you travel, the thing about traveling is you go somewhere, let's say you go to a city, you travel. Not everyone is in vacation mode. You're not in a group with people that are all on vacation mode like you are when you're on a cruise. Everyone is there on vacation. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. There's nobody just going through day to day stuff, got to go to work tomorrow. No, everybody's in cruise mode, in vacation mode. So everyone's smiling. And one thing that contributes to everyone smiling is not having Wi Fi. If people had Wi Fi, I'm sure a lot of people would not be smiling as much as they are. But when you don't have Wi Fi, you don't have that technology, holding you back from fully enjoying your vacation. And that's the reason why I say I love the fact that you have to pay extra for Wi-Fi. I'm all for it. Keep charging them because I love seeing people just genuinely happy, enjoying themselves. And another reason why they're probably smiling is because they don't have kids around. For the most part, there are not going to be any kids on this cruise that I'm taking in 2 days. So I'm super. I feel like a kid getting ready for school. When you lay your clothes out and you hyped before the first day of school, that's how I feel about this cruise. No kids, nothing but 100% of people adults just enjoying themselves, living life and loving life the way God intended us to be. Happy, engaging with each other without any kind of stress or any kind of worries. And it's a beautiful thing when you just see a bunch of people, and I mean not 50 people, I'm talking about hundreds of people just all around enjoying themselves for multiple days. I, it just hit different for me. And all this just amplifies the social interaction piece of it. And I love it. More smiles, more cheers, more seeing people truly happy. So, y'all, those are my top 5 reasons why I enjoy cruising. So, let me know in the comments if y'all enjoy cruising. If you don't, what's holding you back? And maybe I can help you guys start cruising. Because one thing you got to remember is in retirement, you got to have something that gets you up. Something that gets you motivated and moving. So, y'all stay blessed. Put God first in everything you do. And hope to see you guys on a cruise one day.